Hi everyone, Drew Review here with an update to a review I did 1 year ago on these Cloudline socks. Stay tuned to see what I found out. I got tired of getting holes in my store brand and Nike socks, so I decided to try these from Cloudline Apparel. They guarantee them for life, no questions asked, so I figured these have to be great socks. So let's see how they've held up after 1 year. As you can see here, this is the old pair and the new pair. And I don't know if it's real obvious, but you can tell the old pair has little burrs on it where they wear against my foot. And as you can see, it hasn't shrunk much. It's still about the same size as it was when it was brand new. One of my biggest pet peeves is getting a hole where my big toe rubs against the sock. Now you can see it here, there's slight discoloration where that happens. But my hand's in there and you don't see my finger at all, meaning there's no hole there at all. It's just slight discoloration. That's where my big toenail rubs against the sock, which rubs against the shoe. Now if I turn it inside out, same thing, you'll see a slight discoloration right here, but no hole at all. Another place that wears out relatively quickly is right here on the forefoot, because if you're playing basketball or if you're sprinting, you're always pivoting or running on this part of your foot, so it wears out quickly. And as you can see, this year-old sock, it still looks really good. Now this is a light cushioning, so there is extra sock material here. If you get the ultralight cushioning, I don't know how those will hold up because I haven't tried them. Another spot my socks tend to wear out in is the heel. And as you can see, the heel looks pretty good. You'll see some burrs here, but other than that, it's in really good shape. I wear a lot of clog type sandals, kind of like Crocs, and so my heel slides around, and in my other socks it would get holes right away. I'll show you those in a second, but you can see these are doing great. They have a bunch of burrs, but they've held up really well. Another part that wears out on my socks is right here, the back or the Achilles heel. And the reason is, I live up in the Northwest where it's really wet, so we're constantly changing our shoes going in and outside. So a lot of my shoes, I'll leave them tied real loosely so I can just slide my foot in. So when you do that, your foot tends to do this when you're walking. It slides up and rubs against the back of the shoe, and that's where it wears out the Achilles heel. And you can see there's a lot of burrs there, but these socks have held up extremely well. All right, now I'm going to compare those socks to my store brand socks. As you can see right there, that's where my big toe rubs. I put these socks into my regular routine about the same time I did my Cloudline socks, and you can see it's already got a hole in the toe. Here's the bottom of the sock. Like I said, they're notorious for wearing out where my heel goes because it rubs on my clogs or Crocs. And then if you look here, this is the Achilles. I'll pull it tight. You can see, again, it's worn out right there. You can see my hand through here. And I noticed with these store-bought or the store brand socks and the Nike socks, they have this like lattice work that you can see here, and then they weave the cushioning in that. And it's the cushioning that wears off. The lattice actually stays, but the cushioning wears off. So getting back to the Cloudline sock, a feature I also like is where it wraps around my ankle. It's just the right stretchiness. I have pretty skinny ankles, and to me it's perfect. It's not too tight, it fits just perfect, and it's held up well over the year. A lot of my socks, they'll get stretched here, and then they'll no longer stay up on my ankle. Here's my Cloudline sock and my store brand sock side by side so you can compare them. And you can just see how much more substantial the Cloudline sock is. I mean, there's just more material. It's a little bit longer, it's not as tight on my foot. It actually feels really great. I've worn both of these socks for my daily routine, for hiking and for running. And I've done it in the desert Southwest, and I've done it up here in the Northwest. And I can say that the Cloudline socks, which are made from wool and nylon, are just slightly warmer than my all cotton socks. But it's very slight. It's not something I'd even worry about. And as for smell-wise, I've noticed that with my Cloudline socks, the stink is a little bit less, actually it's quite a bit less than in my cotton socks. And I'm not sure, but that could possibly be from the wool. Maybe wool just absorbs the stink better. Cloudline sells Ultralight, which is just basically the sock. And then I have the light, which I have here. And that one has the extra cushioning in the forefoot and in the heel and in the Achilles. And this one you see below I just got, And I haven't really tried it much yet, but this is the medium cushion. It's pretty much the same sock, just that the cushioning, instead of just being in these spots, is throughout the whole sock. So they're a little bit warmer. These are probably better for colder days. And these are the ankle, the quarter ankle. You can get no-show, and you can also get calf length socks. If you ever have any questions about the socks, just email Cloudline. I find everybody there helpful and very knowledgeable. I've been telling you how much better these Cloudline socks are. And yes, they are more expensive, 5 to 8 times the price of these store brand socks. But many times you can find a coupon for 10 to 25% off. And if you order over $50 worth, they'll ship them for free. Even though I'm not sponsored by Cloudline Apparel, if you do decide to buy a pair, maybe leave in the comments that Drew Shop from YouTube sent you. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video if you feel so inclined. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.